Let's put our hands together. Beautifully clothed in the rich regalia of the original Kente as Dobby. Dobby, Awudomen, Nutebewala, the best. Right Honorable Agwegage, also known as Dobby Awudomen, Nutebewala, the best. You man.
Okay.
You are welcome, Right Honorable Speaker, to the House. Please keep standing as the Right Honorable takes his seat. He's been escorted by so many other MPs who will be acknowledged later. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Right Honorable Speaker, Alvin Sumanan Kingsford Bagger. We also have Dr. Leja, our Honorable Regional Minister of the Volta region here. Can you please take your seats? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That Carol Marco actually made with me ever before. You got that Carol Marco, you can do this.
Let us please be standing. Ready? Sing. Reverend Osai, no, I call one, I call Tashina, Reverend Osai.
Yehowa mauga mikafu mitakena be ekampomia mfu le Georgia nkekesia hena CEANA fe azan dudu mibiao Yehowa mauga na nomia dome na wo koko na nomia dome wona okatame be nusi henye tadoji nu ike biko dare miango be miawo abe CEANA abobo enea hena ebenyiba penyonyoa na wajiji wule ikemi buiha mibiabe wo koko na nomia me nunana yo miawo egbe toetoa mibiabe nunana mawa wanye ku ike ate kunami. Jehovah God, we thank you for the Council of Ebe Associations of North Dallas. As we are gathered here in Georgia for our annual convention, we ask your spirit to be present with us. We ask that the vision, the goals, the aspirations, and all the things that CEANA purposes to do as as a result of this convention's donations would far exceed our expectations. Last year we asked that we cross 100,000 and we did even way beyond. Today we ask that we will cross 200,000 this weekend. We prophesy that in Jesus' name. And I decree over anyone who gives that your gift, your donation to Better Empeland becomes a seed that will yield a harvest back to you. So before you give anything this weekend, I ask you to present whatever your need is to God. And I want to promise you that God, who will always fulfill his promise, would meet you at the point of your need. Yes. We commit this convention and the activities today and tomorrow into your hands, God. Be present with us. May your spirit over in our midst. And may the bonds and the spirit of unity continue to unite us as a people. Avis, Ghana, Togo, Benin. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Reverend Martin Osai from Dallas. We will be 2 years from here. We have a chairman among us. Honorable host. The second vice president of CEANA, Dr. Kojo Akabwa, to introduce to us our honorable chairman of today's festivities. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Dr. Kojo Akabwa.
Thank you, Mr. Piaro. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me to introduce the chairman for the 30th convention of the Council of Airway Associations in North America, CEANA, hosted by the Airway Association of Georgia. Atlanta has made history again. For the first time in the history of CEANA conventions, we have a chairman of our convention. It's never happened before. And the person who will chair this convention is a man of first. It's not easy to distill into a few words a 5-page summary of a person's accomplishments, but I will try. He is a teacher, he's a lawyer, a politician, a friendly and unassuming, down-to-earth, approachable statesman. He was educated at the University of Ghana, where he obtained his Bachelor of Arts degree in Law and English in 1980. He proceeded to the Ghana School of Law, also known as Nakola, and was called to the bar in 1982 as a solicitor and advocate of the Supreme Court of Ghana. He also earned a postgraduate certificate in privatization of public utilities at the Eastern and Southern Africa Management Institute Summit in Arusha in 1999. He also has an executive master's degree in governance and leadership from JIMPA. For his outstanding leadership and lifetime dedication to public service, he was awarded a Doctor of Laws honoris causa by the University of Professional Studies, Accra, in 2017. He won a significant number of national and international awards. He has served and continues to serve on many boards and international organizations. Just a few. He was a member of the African, Caribbean, Pacific, and European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly, SCPEU, from 2013 to 2015. Member of International Council of Parliamentarians for Global Action, PGA, from 2003 to 2010. A founding member, the Global Organization of Parliamentarians Against Corruption, COPAC, from 2002 to 2014. President Standing Committee on Democracy and Human Rights of the Interparliamentary Union, IPU, from 2001 and 2009. And he is the president, currently the president of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. He's occupied this position since August 2022. And is the president of the Conference of Speakers and presiding officers of African Parliaments. Ladies and gentlemen, our chairman is a distinguished public servant. In January 1992, he became a member of parliament and won 7 consecutive elections. He was tired of winning, and so he decided to retire voluntarily as a member of parliament at the end of the 7th parliament of the 4th Republic in January 2021. And he thought he was going to enjoy a quiet and peaceful retirement. But the members of parliament said, no, we want you back. When his party, the National Democratic Congress, did not have a majority in parliament, he was brought back to parliament and elected Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic in January 2021. Another first in the history of Ghana. Then the people of Awudo, a traditional area, said, no, we also need him. And so, we noticed his integrity, his humility, and his unique sense of impartiality. So in 2023, the paramount chief of Awudo traditional area, on behalf of the chiefs, queens, elders, and people of Awudo, installed him as the new chief of Awudo with the title Tobe Titekowala Awudo the First. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Ebe Association of Georgia, EWAGA, and on behalf of the Council of Ebe Associations in North America, CEANA, please join me in welcoming the first CEANA Convention Chairman, Tobe Tekola Awudo the First, the Right Honorable Albert Sumana Kingsford Bagley, Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, another standing ovation, please. At this time, we'll have his response.
I humbly plead that I speak in English instead of my local Ewe language. We are in the land of English, even though not England. It's difficult for me to respond to this well-presented summary of who I am. I need to thank Doctor for that, and to thank all of you for the honor of inviting me to be the chair of this conference. I have an opportunity to say a few words later on. For now, I humbly accept to chair the conference and being assured of your cooperation and support. I can see that this will be the most successful conference of CEANA. We are in Georgia.
Georgia, Georgia, Georgia.
And not any place in Georgia, but Atlanta. Atlanta is known to always be first. And so there's no wonder that is the first time that CEANA is having a chair for a conference. I thank all of you for the opportunity. I may the good Lord guide us, bless all of us, and at the end of the day, I'm sure we'll be able to generate more than 300,000.
Wisdom. Robin Kashaka is the Kadi. Kamaku Amalek Iwanina, Nyado Vivi, Nyano Nyomu, the Qualish Yuanina. Margu Dakaro, when you never designated qua mistress, Margumadu Hadana, Yakata, Yada, Alom, and then Yano. Dakaro, never designated qua mistress. However, you may have a house. Hey, it's a broken Yakata, hey, Dakaro, do it.
Okay, this is the song that we cheer up and hug each other, and then we energize ourselves with joy to donate money. So please be ready to stand up if you can. And Mia actually, I don't feel me alone. Before I see you, Before I see you, I see you.
I'm
Dr. Kwale. You. Ladies and gentlemen, the welcome address by the host association president and the second vice president of CEANA. Let's please welcome Dr. Kojo Akabwa.
Thank you. Talking to Paula Audume first. Tobio, Mamo, again the guest of honor and chairman, talking to Paula first. Right Honorable Madam Bagwin, Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana, Mayors of Parliament, and Mayor of Chevy from the Republic of Togo. The guest speaker, Mrs. Beatrice Mensah Taiwe, dignitaries, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Area Association of Georgia, Kawaga, I welcome all of you to the special 30th Annual Convention of CEANA. I welcome you with pride and joy as a mother who welcomes her grown-up children home after a long sojourn. For it was in Atlanta, Georgia, that CEANA was born in 1994. Welcome home. I stand on the shoulders of past presidents and leaders of Kawaga to welcome you. Leaders like Dr. Godfrey Abochi, Mr. Christian Adeje of blessed memory, Mr. Kofi Apoku, Mrs. Celestine Campbell, Mr. Edem Adachi, Dr. Daniel Move, also known as Iron Boy. Mr. Joe Atiko, Madame Berinano, Mr. Atu Aho, Mr. William Kuma, and many others. Some of them are still among us. Please stand to be recognized if you are among us. How can we complete something like this without making a mistake? Mr. Regional Minister, And Madam Regional Minister, you're welcome. Sorry for the omission. We also lost a member of Ewaga in the person of Ms. Rita Etudosi Apenyo, a constant at CEANA conventions. She passed away in 2021, the first and hopefully last active member of Ewaga to pass away. Please let us observe a minute of silence for our past leaders and members who, after their hard work, have left us behind. Take up the mantle. May their souls rest in peace. Ewaga was formed in early 1993, and we have been growing in strength and in numbers. Through the hard work of our members and leaders, we added about 45 new members to Ewaga since our administration took office about 16 months ago. That's about 40% of the current total membership of Ewaga in 16 months. Please let us clap for ourselves. We now have a well-functioning website, ewaga.org, and we are hosting CEANA convention again. There is more work ahead of us, even as we are making tremendous progress. Please, I would like all the executives of Ewaga and the co-chairs of committees to stand up for recognition. But as you can see, they are still working. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your hard work. CEANA conventions are a place where new friendships are made and old friendships are rekindled. It's our hope that the friendships you've made during this convention will remain forever. Please don't forget Ewaga and the 30th CEANA convention. Our conventions are also fundraising events, primarily for CEANA's projects, which we undertake in Benin, Togo, and Ghana. You will hear about the many projects CEANA is planning to undertake this year from the CEANA President, Dr. Chachu Yamani. Ewaga also undertakes humanitarian projects back home. For example, in 2020, Ewaga constructed a 3-unit classroom block for the Bincha Basic School in Kwanta South District, after reading a news documentary about the plight of pupils with no classroom blocks. Also, when we heard about the plight of fishermen in southern Ghana, Ewaga took action and provided them with canoes to assist them in earning their daily lives or daily bread. The need is great in our towns and villages, and we cannot forget them. Let me also add that Ewaga needs a meeting place of our own in Atlanta. Let me also add that Ewaga needs a meeting place of our own in Atlanta. So we are raising funds towards achieving this goal. The theme of this year's convention is empowering our youth towards innovative entrepreneurship in transformational agriculture. Africa has the youngest population in the world with a median age of around 19 years. The African Development Bank reports that while 10 million to 12 million youth enter the workforce in Africa each year, only 3 million formal jobs are created annually. Also, according to another UN report, the percentage of youth not in employment, education, or training was 35% in Benin in 2018, 25% in Togo in 2017, and 23% in Ghana in 2017. Let's put this in perspective. So 6 years ago, about 23% of the youth of Ghana and 25% of the youth of Togo were neither employed, were not going to school and were not in any form of training. And these numbers were probably highly underestimated. So what have we been doing? It's common to see our youth, some with university degrees, selling dog chains and other petty items at Makola Market in Accra, Grand Marché in Lomé, Kantopa in Cotonou, whilst some engage in illegal activities like Galamsey, Sakawa. The lucky ones drive taxis, Aboboyas, and Akadas. But very few of them go into agriculture. Our guest speaker, Mrs. Minister Tayui, has founded and managed several businesses, including being the CEO of Cyber Energy Ghana Limited, Cyber Energy Global. She'll give us some insights into this problem. In our own special ways, let us encourage and empower our youth to go into business of growing and selling food. And let us make agriculture profession attractive, admirable, desirable, and profitable for the youth through practical government policies that revamp the image of farmers and facilitate and encourage the use of innovative farming practices. Thank you. I made another mistake. I forgot to acknowledge in our midst the presence of Tokwe Agbelon. Tokwe Agbelon is a CEANA representative for us in Ghana, and he is a constant here at our conventions. He comes here every year and gives us money. Tokwe, my apologies. Tokwe, Mamao. Right, Honorable Speaker, Tokwe Tukola. Invited guests.
Mr. President, I could be a job. I'm glad that I have a coverage and beating room. A very beating room. Many of my honorable host, Vice President number 2 of CEANA and the President of Ewaka. Akbar Kamia Wanaji. To make this an official meeting of the Area Associations of North America, we want to ensure that we have maximum participation to have a quorum to begin. So I'm now here to the Secretary, Agbala Mwanaka CEANA.
Agricultural Association of Alberta. Sorry. To begin, Columbus ever have a ball. Ever Association of Charlotte, North Carolina. Ever Association of Chicago, Illinois. Ever Association of Cincinnati, Dayton. Association of Colorado. Association of Dallas, Texas. Association of Georgia. Association of Greater Boston. Association of Houston, Texas. Association of Quebec, Canada. Association of Quebec, Canada. Quebec, Canada is absent. Association of Washington, D.C. Metro. Canadian Cultural Organization of Ontario, otherwise known as ECHO. Ababa of Southern California. Global Partners for African Development. Lawayo Association of North Carolina Everest Rally. Novinyo Ababa of Delaware Valley. Novisi Ababa of New England. Novisi Association of New Jersey. United Voter Association, New York. Our last baby, for now, our mother is going to be pregnant very soon. The United Everett Group of Arizona. Last baby. Secretariat. See, we made a mistake again. We made a mistake again. Columbus, Alabama, Ohio. Everett Association of Cincinnati, Dayton. Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina. So let's go to Secretariat. Dr. Tacho Nyamari. Second Vice President, Mr. Prince Kofi Buckley. Oh, that's the first president. That's the first. Second Vice President, Dr. Kojo Akabwa. Mr. Secretary, Patrick Ajado. Assistant Secretary, Dr. Bernard Edagbi. Financial Controller, Mr. Alfred Amusu. PRO, Mr. Steve Day. Director of Administration, Mrs. Florence Loco. Mr. President, we have one out of the 20 associations present, and we have all the Secretariat present. We form quorum.
After Mr. President, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Secretary, after. Very good, you have greetings from the mayor of Atlanta. Can we play that very quickly, please? 2 minutes. We are in Atlanta, and the mayor of the city has sent his special greetings.
Hello, Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens here. The City of Atlanta proudly joins you in celebrating the 30th anniversary of the CEANA Convention. The A-Way Association of Georgia and the Council of A-Way Associations of North America have made an incredible impact throughout Georgia and nationwide. We commend your dedication to ensuring young people of A-Way descent in our communities and the countries of Ghana, Togo, and Benin continue to thrive. Your educational, health, and economic programs have enriched the lives of countless individuals while also promoting the rich cultural heritage of the A-Way people. I look forward to further collaborating with you and members of our African diaspora across the city as we work to strengthen these important global ties. Thank you for your unifying efforts and allowing Atlanta to host your gathering.
We do have some other distinguished guests here on the high table. Let me quickly acknowledge some of them. We do have from the far left, Mr. Kingsley Akwenda, who will be presenting on behalf of Dr. Martin Akwenda. We have Honorable Kofi Atto. For so many other positions that he has held, he's currently the Chief of Staff of our Right Honorable Speaker, the Chief Advisor, and many others. Please let's put our hands together for this illustrious son of Ghana. He's giving me a list to go through. We have Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Badra, MP for Ho West and Chairman of the Volta Caucus. Volta Parliamentary Caucus is here in the House. Honorable Dela Sawai is in the House. Let's please put our hands together for MP for Pando. Honorable H.A. Nelson, Roxanne, Demefiakwa. Very good. Let's put our hands together. MP for South Dani is in the House. The farmer coming in the man. Look at our farmer here. Over there, the farmer going to look at our farmer. Yata Bay. Honorable H.A. Nelson, Roxanne Nelson, the farmer call. Yeah, man. Give me a family go through a minute, man. Honorable Jasmine Tete, MP for North Daniel. Mr. Gerhard Manson is also in the House Speakers from the Speaker's office. Mr. Justice Novo from the Speaker's office as a special PRO in the House. And Mr. Charles Terry. He is a protocol officer of Parliament, who's in the House as well. Mr. Dan Agboka. Marco, can you raise your hand, please? He's the Executive Director of Volta Development Forum. Madam Ivy Kwashi, former Executive Director and President of UBA. Former boss who has done this several times. It is my distinguished pleasure to acknowledge him. Dr. Peter Nat Aboji, former president of CEANA, is in the House. I am being told that if the regional minister is in the House, he needs to be acknowledged twice. Please, let's put our hands together for Honorable Regional Minister, Dr. Archibald Chan, and with the President of the Volta region in the House as well. Let's put our hands together for them. What will we? Amindi Avoga,
a delegate of the High Commission of Togo, Togolese abroad, is that correct? Ajo Agbogla, Mayor of Ziope Bakla KB in Togo, is in the house as well. Ziope and KB, Alabama. Come here. Hey, come here, ladies and gentlemen, the Mayor of Kobe is in the house. Yawawini, Dr. Chair, Mayor of Parliament is in the house as well. Let's see. I think all protocol
I
is
need
set.
to
Is that
do
correct?
this for us, so.
We also have 30 brought on stage a special Manye na akweli osa Manye. Bese Manye shot Natalo ihalo miato akwe. Mr. President, Maraku Abasiama Sokwe, Kaya Maraku Ahulo Namia. Let's please welcome the President of CEANA to give us a welcome address.
Thank you, Mr. PRO. Normally, when you are welcome at a home, you have to say something, you have to respond. I have a lot to say, it's in the magazine, so